Good morning. It's Monday, the 3rd of June, and I'm going to talk to you about the daily astrology and whatever else is interesting in today's astrological chart. Right, let's get down to it. I think we have a gathering clan of planets in Gemini. Let's put the share up and see what we're looking at, shall we? We'll pick that one and we'll share it. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so when we spoke last, Mercury was still in Taurus. This is the sign for Taurus here. Mercury has gone from Taurus into Gemini. And look, it says 00 degrees and then 15 minutes of arc. So that's like infinitesimally small. So it's standing at the cusp. So if you remember the cusp or the beginning of any sign, I refer to the sign as being an energy, and it was standing at the doorway to the energy, and we have to the planet has to make an adjustment because it's been in one energy, Taurus, Earth sign, very solid, very predictable, very stubborn, and very fixed. Okay, a fixed sign, right? Now we are looking at, oh, now, sorry, Mercury is in Gemini. So what we're looking at is something so different. I'm just going to stop sharing a moment because I keep talking about it. Something so different. It's an incredible sea change. It's quite a leap. So it's going for, as far as Mercury is concerned, because Mercury enables us to notice things, pick on them, communicate, think about them, everything to do with the mind. So Mercury has gone from being quite sort of static and confined, really, in Taurus, but nevertheless noticing nature and articulating nature, and everything which is material, into an air sign, its own air sign. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. Material things don't really matter to a Gemini. What matters is to be able to change. Now, I've just insisted that Taurus is fixed, and it is. It's called a fixed sign. And Gemini is a mutable sign, which means it can change rapidly. In fact, it chooses to change rapidly. In fact, it changes like a chameleon, like a butterfly, just going all over the place. Mercury enjoys this. This is exactly what Mercury wants to do. It's zippy and quick. So Mercury is poised, right, just getting into the energy, into the light or color of Gemini. And I think I can speak for Mercury when I say that this is like Yahoo into that fabulous place I go, swimming around in all that lovely light and air, and is pretty happy. Now, what happens to the rest of the population, as in human population? What happens to us when this happens to Mercury? So what happens is, I'm going to call them rays because it's so much easier. Think of sun ray. Think of rays of energy. It's just easy to call it rays. So think of, we're on the Earth. We're surrounded by planets. Parts of us are resonating with parts of those planets or with those planets. And so the ray from the planet comes in, and a part of us is resonating with the change in the ray. So a part of us is finding out that now things are much less dense, less stuck, less solid, less dependable, less durable, much more dynamic, which means dynamic in movement, movement is not a problem. Flexibility is not a problem. In fact, um, fickleness could be the problem. Over flexibility could be the problem. But what it enables is problem solving, because we can move, Mercury can move around. And so there is an available energy which is able to problem solve by looking at things from a different point of view. And we could also think about the lightness, the brightness, no heaviness. So looking up towards the heavens into the air and the light, just around our planet Earth. Everything gets lighter the further away from the surface of the Earth it is. It's more rarefied. And so that's kind of, I suppose, a good metaphor. And so Mercury going into Gemini, and I put blue on for the occasion because I always think of the air signs as being associated with blue. I don't know why, maybe it's something to do with the sky and the air. But anyway, so Mercury is there waiting and moving into an energy where it is free to be voluble, free to talk and talk and talk, free to consider all ends. What if this? What if that? But mummy, what if this? Mummy, what does it so and so? You know, when kids are always asking questions, and so that energy is gaining pace, if you like. The available energy from talking, communicating, texting, anything to do with social media, all the major social sites. TikTok should be going berserk at the moment. YouTube to a certain extent. Facebook should be like, nigh on crazy. And are people necessarily thinking about what they are saying? Maybe not. It's maybe just coming out as verbal. It's just, that's it. Okay. Right. Let's just, I'm just going to go back to this share now and see what else is here. So that's that one. Now, do bear in mind that we have got still the trine to Pluto. So Mercury is about to experience Pluto's heavyweight energy. Remember, Pluto represents nuclear and atomic, and is a generator on nuclear and atomic lines. It is a spontaneous mutator of life. So it mutates. So looking at life, life springs out by mutating and producing something. And if it grows, hey, it follows that because it's fallen on fertile soil. And Pluto is similar and is always available for generative things, always available to grow and proliferate very quickly, very generative energy, spontaneously mutating. So if I was just to look at sun signs, for instance, and I don't need to because all of us have all of the zodiac signs in our charts, but if we just want to look at the place that the sun was in when we were born, the people that should be enjoying this in terms of sun signs is most definitely the Sagittarians, the Virgoans, and the Geminis. Virgo, because Mercury does rule Virgo for the moment. That will change in the future, but at the moment it's Mercury. And Gemini, because it's the natural zodiac sign associated with Mercury. And also on the other side, Pluto rules Scorpio, and so Scorpios also will enjoy this flux of communication, positivity, good luck, broadening horizons, being able to put words to things that have vision and depth and breadth. Brilliant, fantastic for exams. If you've got your exams, oh, you are so blessed. You will come out with 100 out of 100. And fantastic for anything to do with education, universities, research, etc. Very easy stuff. Okay, this is all sounding very positive. I like this. And we spoke about this before, but Venus is still behind the sun. Look at this, 13, 13. Yeah, so what this is saying is that air is king at the moment, the element of air. So that's non-soppy or non-emotional. That's just buzzing and not connecting too much with people, keeping a distance, but being social. This is air. Right. We're coming up to a new moon in Gemini, so let's have a look at what that looks like now. So the moon has got to Taurus, the sign before Gemini. So the moon and the sun are very close together, look, right? There's like 60 degrees between them. No, there isn't. 30, 40 odd degrees, something like that. Um, okay. We will see tomorrow. I deliberately pointed out tomorrow that this will be something like 12, 14 degrees maybe. And very quickly it will bounce into the area of the sun. And that will become then a Sun-Venus moon conjunction. In the meantime, moon represents our unconscious, represents the feminine, the yin. So something of the collective is stuck still and staying stuck, wanting to be stuck, deliberately grounded, deliberately stubborn, and very much an appreciator of the physical things, matter, and gold. So I'll put my gold on. And yeah, so it's the invisible feminine is very much attracted at the moment and very much wanting to be and encased in durable, materialistic, beautiful, admirable clothes, food, wine, anything you can touch, taste, and feel. Whereas the stuff that's moving into air is not about that really. It's about the sheer joy of mental activity and writing, communication, short journeys, buzzing off on holidays, short breaks, that kind of thing, you know, because then you can buzz around a lot and buzz off again. It's all done very quickly and easily. Okay, I think that's everything I can cover for today. So, of course, this is just the beginning of the week, and we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday yet. Videos, and I have no idea what I don't open these things before I speak to you. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I open the chart and just start reading it. And so that I have no idea what I'm going to be saying on Thursday or Friday, but I hope it's exciting and I'm sure it will be. Because after all, the new moon is in Gemini, which is the zodiac sign of communication. So I should imagine I, as a Gemini sun, will be doing so much more communicating. Gosh, you're in luck, aren't you? Anyway, in the meantime, it's been absolutely fabulous to talk to you. And I'll just remind everybody, because it's the time of Gemini, right? So don't forget to buy my new book. So it's called The Easy Way to Learn Astrology. And I haven't got a copy here because it's on my bedside table with the bookmark halfway through. Gemini. Um, and don't forget to buy it. You can still, but I've still got a few copies which I personally can sell, and they will be the signed author copies. They are signed, and I post them out to you. So it's the price of the book is £13, and then whatever the postage is. And you can also find it on the Inner Traditions website, and they will give you a 25% discount actually. And I think the discount includes the postage, somebody said to me. Wow. Or you can get it on Amazon, but to be honest with you, they probably won't get it out as quickly because I think the official publishing date is next week or something, whereas I'll get it out straight away, and so will the Inner Traditions website. Okay. Wow. Thank you very much for listening. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow and look at the charts again and see what we've got around us because it's getting really exciting. Okay, thank you. Nice to speak to you, everybody. Bye bye.